Great awakening, light lords, and grand rising to those who have not yet awoken, to know that money is just an illusion. Money is just a middleman between you and what you really need to live abundantly. You should get rid of it. You should give it away. You should focus on your skills and your betterment and do not worry about your situation. Do not think that money is going to give you shelter. Do not think that money is going to give you food and water. Do not think that money is going to provide you happiness, life, and liberty, and success. You see, when people came to Jesus in Matthew 6 in the Holy Bible, and when he was telling them to focus on God, focus on nature, he said, do not worry. He said, look at the birds. He was like, don't the birds don't sow or reap. The birds don't plant. The birds don't go plant crops and stuff like that, like we do. But they always get taken care of. They always find food. They always find shelter. They always find what they need. God always provides for them because they're doing what they're supposed to be doing. He said, look at the flower. Look at the flower, how it's dressed. You worry about clothes? Look at the flower. Look at the flower, how it's dressed. It's so beautiful, how beautiful it is. Don't you think God has dressed you naturally as beautiful as that flower? And you worried about clothes? No, don't worry about these things. Don't worry about what you're going to eat or drink. Don't worry about none of that. Focus on the kingdom of heaven first, and everything will be added unto you. But see, you got to know what the kingdom of heaven is, reflection. The kingdom of heaven is your higher thoughts. The kingdom of heaven is being in tune with nature, just as Jesus was saying in the Bible. You have to be in tune with knowing what your purpose is, what your skills you have, and give that away and use it to better your specific species on this planet. That's it. Just like birds, they go out, they go in groups, they go out and they find food. They don't work for money, they work for each other. Just like when they asked Jesus what they should do in another place in the Bible. And he was telling them, bruh, there's only 2 commandments now. Forget all them other 300 commandments and scripts and stuff in the Old Testament. Forget all of that. Forget the 10 commandments. The only 2 commandments you got right now is love God with all your heart, which is basically what is operating everything. Allow existence to operate through you. And he said the second one, which is equal to the first, is love thy neighbor as thyself, meaning to not see anyone as separate from you. Break the illusion of separation. Love one another. And love is understanding, so we must understand each other for who we are in each one of our purposes. Do not worry about what you don't have. Focus on what you have and use that. Render unto Caesar's what is Caesar's, but render unto God's what's God's. Use the money that you do have to give back to Caesar, and at the same time, gain resources that you can use to fulfill the will of God in your life. That's it. Anytime you focus on the kingdom of heaven, all things, everything that you want in your life will be added unto you. That's not saying you're not going to go through trials and tribulations. That's not saying you're not going to go through challenges. Those are things that's supposed to help you. That's supposed to help you grow your mentality and grow your morals and principles to be a better person. You have to focus on the right things in your life, man. All these people out here that's chasing money, that want to be successful, that want to start all these businesses, they are losing their souls. They are losing their souls. They are losing their care. Because they have to constantly wonder, oh, is this person just around me just to try to get money from me? They have to constantly be aware because the government wants them to do certain things with that money. And if they don't do those certain things, then they lose their vision or their perception of success. And they don't want to lose that. There's so many people out here that's working for money and they are literally killed for it. There are people out here that are literally killed for a penny, my nigga. For a penny, reflection. This doesn't make sense. This doesn't make any sense. When before money, we were living fine, bartering our skills, giving our skills away, not even thinking about what we gonna get in exchange. Just knowing that the karmic energy of just doing is automatically going to exchange positivity within yourself because you like and love doing what you're doing. Regardless, you will always be in a state of oneness and fulfillment, doing what you want to do. My purpose here is to give divine knowledge of self, just as Jesus did in his time, just as the Buddha did in his time, just as all the Christ are doing, just like Chief Eligio, the Christ, is doing. Once you notice once you notice your skills, once you notice what you like doing, the different types of skills and stuff that you like doing, the different gifts and talents that you have, focus on that and give it away. Focus on building that and growing that and give it away. Give it away to your brothers and sisters. Give it away to humanity for free. Forget some fucking money. Money is nothing but paper with white men printed on it, with ancient symbols from our ancestors that we put up on walls, on stone walls, in pyramids that no man other than us on this planet could build. Because of our intelligence. We need to embrace our higher intelligence, our higher intellect. Think outside of these boxes that we placed in. You think that money is gonna help you when the system fall? No, because every civilization has to transform. Every civilization must grow and grow and then revert back to its original state in order to grow more in a different way. The whole point of this reality is growth and betterment, reflections. The whole point of this reality is growing your consciousness, not working for money. Anything that's distracting you and telling you should go and get some money, fuck that shit. Unless it is being used to render unto Caesar what is Caesar's and render unto God's what is God's. Do not worry about what clothes you need. Do not worry about what you're going to drink. Do not worry about what you're going to eat. Do not worry about your shelter, because everything will be provided for you if you embrace your own skills, gifts, and talents. Because once you do this and you give these skills, gifts, and talents, you will receive skills, gifts, and talents from others. You cannot receive without giving. You cannot take without giving back. Everything is equal exchange of energy. Everything has a price, but that price does not involve money. That price involves your acting on your skills. That price involves you sacrificing or giving away certain things in your life that do not benefit you at that specific time for you to grow. The price is you putting every ounce of your being into fulfilling your innate desire to live naturally in tune with the flow of the universe. We have been subconsciously programmed to do and live and be against ourselves, deceive ourselves thinking that we can just go out and get jobs. But no, when you go out and get a job, you're working for another man's dream. You're working for another person's dream. And most likely that dream is a part of a system that is destroying, that is hindering this planet from growing. So we need to take all of this into account, reflections. Do not worry about anything. Only focus on your skills, gifts, and talents and your higher morals and principles, and allow the energy to flow from the universe. Reflected light from the most honorable Prophet, Chief Eligio the Christ, Commander-in-Chief of the Earth Plane, my Invoker of Holy Spirit, which is pure thought. I love my self-reflections. Take in this information. Go to my channel, share, subscribe. This is our duty. I love myself. Peace.